Hi everyone. I'm going to leave this one public. I know I've been making things private, and that's mostly because I'm not as beautiful as some of our other mentors, and I know you guys are used to looking at beauty, and we all deserve it. We both do, because I'm actually tired of looking at ugly as well. So that's a very valid point. That's a valid concern. If you're working on meditation and making your home safe, you want to make sure that ugly invaders are not given space, and one way to prevent that is just to try to be as beautiful as possible. So while I'm working on beauty alone and completely happy, I want to talk about a complex situation because we're all in imperial training at this point, which is a blessing and a curse. But mostly it's a blessing if you are imperial, as I am. And I am imperial. So I'm an empress, therefore I am always going to be in imperial defense. I'll play a song at the end so that you can kind of spend some time with the material. But this is a complex situation. It's almost so complex that it really doesn't need the amount of tension that we're spending on it. It's just, it can happen very quickly. And in that case, you want to have it in your body prepared to defend yourself. So you basically want to start practicing now. You practice it and your body will remember it. It'll always be there. And if a situation comes up and it happens so quickly, you're already kind of trained to do the right thing, do the correct thing. Alright, so I'll read off a paper because I wrote it out, and then we'll kind of go through, we'll flesh it out together. And you know, that's my common phrase for making it into acceptable form, sometimes simplified. So basically, I don't have the tools to leave my imperial defense, and I never want to. But I didn't think of it this way before. David is like leaving my imperial defenses. But once I do that, or he tries to force me to, I will be vulnerable to his command, and he is a bad person. You really aren't supposed to do this alone. We have to work together to prevent having our life taken over in that way. Now, he is sent from a larger group. So his name is, even though it is an actual name, is also symbolic. My decision, very rationally, is to take the medical LOA. I interpret that as the best decision because the other option is unbearable, physically and mentally, which is to return to the course that I am not going to continue. Okay? The problem is my imperial defense is already in danger because of my contact, but it is completely unavoidable. So now me and David are in equally dangerous positions, but it has absolutely nothing to do with our relationship with each other. That's a complex situation. And I think that's something we're going to take into the High Dilworth Institute. Additionally, I know there are other factors to it. So because there are other factors, this is the introduction. I'm going to make a part 2, but I'm not going to make this video very complicated because of that. I have complicated videos. I just think that this one in itself, as a small portion, is so complex that it's better just to kind of make it short and simple as possible. Then when we move forward, we'll add numbers to it and kind of practice it together. Thank you for joining me. There will be accompanying videos to this series, but I'm not going to give it any numerals in the title. I'll just make this the introduction, and from there we will add to it if necessary to make sure that everyone is at least kind of watching the first video because it's an important topic. And then from there we're going to add the numerals to the titles so that we can know that it's part of a larger series. Thank you. He ain't got nothing on me. He ain't got nothing on me.